Hello, today we're going to do a special feature for you guys. It's Easter, so let's draw Mimikyu because he seems to be popular nowadays. Now, the trick with Mimikyu is he's kind of odd, and meaning he's disproportionate, so your brain's going to tell you to don't do that, it's wrong. And what I mean by that is you're going to try to correct him even though he doesn't need correction. Now, you have to fight that. In all honesty, it took me like, I probably took 3 times to practice Mimikyu because, again, like I said, your brain's going to try to correct something that does not need to be corrected. I mean, seriously, look at the guy. He's kind of messed up. So you just have to fight that urge, okay? Also, another thing about Mimikyu is if you change one aspect of him, he kind of starts looking different. And that's with any kind of drawing. When I used to do portraits for people, I used to fix them. You know, get rid of the mole here and there. It's little stuff that, you know, little imperfections. But the thing is that's what makes the drawing. That makes the art. That what makes the painting. Is imperfections. And you just have to remember that. Now, also another thing when you draw Mimikyu, like I said, you can make it your own. You can change him a little bit, not by much, unfortunately, because like I said, he's kind of special looking. So that's you have something going against you. There's several different versions of Mimikyu. I like this one where he holds the tail. He technically in the game he does hold his tail. Because his tail's just a wooden stick. You guys just have to remember that one. And but this one, we're gonna make it so he's gonna be holding. Well, he's gonna be holding his tail too as well. As with any art, remember, it takes practice. A lot of practice, usually. It doesn't matter what kind of artist you talk about. We're talking about watercolor, sculpture. It takes an awful lot of practice. Any artist that tells you no, you don't need to practice, that's BS. I mean, there's no such thing as a perfect artist. And I've been through, I've seen the best of the best, and they all practice. One of my favorites, Kevin Long. He does a lot of Robotech art, and I'm actually a Robotech Gundam fan, obviously. We're gonna make him hold an egg right here. References aren't bad. All artists use reference. That's another thing that everybody should remember. Any artist that says, oh, I don't use reference, well, they're probably lying. Now, as an example, the doll fox I drew, I looked at the picture and I drew her, and that's as far as the references go. So, meaning it's not, I didn't copy her per se. I just looked at her aspects and then drew her the way I want her to stand up and posed her, and that's what I did. Another thing some other things that I always tell everybody, I tell my son, my daughter, everybody I come in contact with, the best way to learn how to draw or paint, in fact painting, you really can't do it, is not to use pencils. Because when you use a pencil, you are training yourself to fail, because your brain knows, your brain is aware and it knows that you're going to make a mistake and you can correct it. So therefore, you're training yourself to fail whenever you use a pencil. That's why whenever I see somebody post an artwork using just pure pens. That actually impresses me. That tells me that guy is not afraid to take a step. He's not afraid to take a mistake. And if he does make a mistake, he owns it because it's there. So that's another thing that I like about drawing with pens. And I used to draw with pens all the time. So as you can see, our Mimikyu over here is starting to take form. I'm going to draw it in black and white because I'm trying to draw it as soon as possible without wasting your time or you guys getting bored. This is how comic book artists would do it as far as shading goes. I'm sure you're familiar with that. As you can see, our Mimikyu is starting to take form right there. In fact, you can already see him. So that's basically Mimikyu in a nutshell. He's relatively easy to do, but deceptively complicated. Meaning, again, if you try to draw Mimikyu, fight yourself. Don't try to fix him. He's broken. He's supposed to look broken. Don't fix him. Leave him alone. He's happy broken. He's a happy little broken guy. And that's about it for today. So this is my gift to you guys. It's Mimikyu holding a Pokemon Easter egg. And have a very blessed and happy Easter. Thank you.